Good afternoon. This is Oyo State News on Pensioners 106.7 FM, Agbarigo, Onirike, Ibadan. My name is Bilkis Ishola Taiwo. Senate of the University of Ibadan has picked Professor Adebola Ekanla as the acting vice chancellor of the University of Ibadan. The announcement was made during a special meeting today to pick an acting vice chancellor. This follows the expiration of the tenure of the current Vice Chancellor, Professor Idowu Olayinka, today. It will be recalled that in a letter dated 27th of November 2020, the National Universities Commission, NUC, directed the Governing Council of the university to appoint who would serve in acting capacity to take over from the outgoing VC, Idowu Olayinka. Report says the pro-chancellor of the institute, Inde Waklek, has also been summoned to Abuja by the NUC. At least 8 senior professors were being considered to act as vice chancellors at the University of Ibadan. Meanwhile, all major unions in the University of Ibadan are set to hold a Thanksgiving service to celebrate the end of the tenure of the institution's vice chancellor, Professor Idowu Olayinka. Olayinka, whose 5-year tenure ends today, has been given running battle with unions in the institution. Report says the unions were also in the forefront of the series of issues that led to the cancellation of the process for the appointment after allegations emerged that he is planning to impose his anointed candidate, Kayode Adebowale, as his successor. As discussions over where the various mini campuses of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, LAUTECH, will be located is ongoing. The decision of Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde to take this step has suffered a setback as the Shawon of Ogbomoso, Oba Oladunni Oyewumi, has opposed it. Recall that following the dissolution of the joint ownership of the institution with Osun State government, Governor Makinde announced that the institution will now operate on a multi-campus system. However, the Shawon, who spoke through his private secretary, Tony Ajamo, said such a move will be the service to the people of the town and its economy. Oyo State Agency for the Control of AIDS, OISACA, says it has budgeted a sum of 5 million naira for the procurement of sex protective and other consumables for sensitization of control of AIDS across the states. Also, the agency said it was targeting at least 10,000 people for HIV screening throughout the state as part of activities to mark this year's World AIDS Day. The wife of Oyo State Governor and chairperson of the agency, Mrs. Tamunomi Nini Makinde, who made the disclosure at a press conference in Ibadan to herald the commemoration of the 2020 World AIDS Day, said the world's attention has been shifted to COVID-19 pandemic, which ravaged many things, including lives and livelihood, with high mortality and job losses globally. Oyo State Commissioner of Police Joe Enwonwu has warned bike riders in the state against the killings of policemen and destruction of security infrastructure in the state. Mr. Enwonwu, in a meeting with the leaders of Motorcycle and Tricycle Riders Association that held in Ibadan, the state capital, sounded the warning and also stressed that defaulters shall be brought to book. According to a statement, Enwon will call the meeting after he observed the trend of killing and burning of policemen and vandalization of police facilities during and after the NSAS protests. The Lalukmo Iwo Road Feeder Electricity Consumers Association, Ibadan, has dragged Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, IBEDC, before the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, over alleged erratic power supply in the area for the past 8 years. The chairman of the association, Jide Kehinde, while speaking with newsmen, lamented the bad experience of affected communities over erratic power supply in the last 8 years, without concrete solution from the IBEDC. Kende made this known at the end of a meeting between the association and the NERC with representatives of IBEDC. The chairman accused IBEDC of being insensitive to the plight of the consumers, arguing that the epileptic power supply had led to closure of some industries in the affected communities. Pensioners FM's annual Father Christmas show begins tomorrow. A release by the organizing committee says gifts will be distributed to the children that will be visiting the grotto during the week, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., and on weekends between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. at 1,000 naira daily. The statement also says adequate preparations have been put in place to ensure COVID-19 compliance. It added that the mobile Santa Claus, together with his cartoon friends, will also be on ground to visit interested schools, churches, private and corporate organizations at affordable rates. One of the planning committee members, Mrs. Folake Odeyemi, throws more light on the level of preparedness.
Pensioners for the Christmas show begins tomorrow by God's grace. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 1st of December 2020. So, yes, the committee has really planned for the gift to be distributed for the children. At least valuable gifts and a lot of fun. Adequate preparations have been put in place to ensure COVID-19 compliance.
The Father Christmas show ends on the 24th of December. The immediate past chairman of Shooting Stars Sports Club, 3SC of Ibadan, Honorable Bolagade Busari, is dead. The news of Busari's death was announced in the early hours of today at the University College Hospital, UCH, Ibadan. It was also gathered that he would be buried later today, according to Islamic rites. Meanwhile, following the death of the former chairman of the Shooting Stars, of those who have mourned him is his close friend, the deputy publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Diran Odeyemi, who took to his Facebook page to say it was saddening to lose Busari. Busari was appointed by the late Oyo State Governor Abiola Ajimobi as the 3SC chairman in January 2017. Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, SWAN, Oyo State chapter, has sent a condolence message to the loss of the club's immediate past chairman, Bolagade Busari. Busari passed on this morning at the University Teaching Hospital, UCH Ibadan. A statement jointly signed by the chairman of SWAN, Comrade Olaolu Fawole, and the secretary, Olusegun Adesoji, described the death of the deceased as a huge loss to the entire state. Oyo Swan, however, prayed Almighty Allah to forgive his shortcomings and grant him eternal rest and his family the fortitude to bear the loss. That ends Oyo State News on Pensioners 106.7 FM, Agbari Goni Rike Ibadan. For any information, you can reach us on these mobile numbers 0812 0086 270 or 0812 188 9462. You can also visit us at the Oyo State Pensioners House, Agbarigo, Onirike Ibadan. The news editor is Florence Akintola. Toyosi Oladele led the production crew. My name is Bill Kiss Ishola Taiwo. Good afternoon.
Ẹ káàsán o, arígbámú ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ló ń dé sétí ìgbọ́ yín
láti ìkànnì pensioners 106.7 tó kalẹ̀ ságbárígo onírèké nílùú Ìbàdàn. Àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìtànkálẹ̀ àrùn AIDS nípìnlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti ya mílíọ̀nù márùn-ún kalẹ̀ o gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó tí wọ́n lò láti fi ra àwọn èròjà ìdáàbòbò ìbálòpọ̀ àti àwọn èròjà míì tó ṣe kókó láti gbógun ti àrùn náà jákèjádò ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Alákòóso àwọn ọlọ́pàá nípìnlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ John Ewowu ti kìlọ̀ fáwọn alálùpùpù nípìnlẹ̀ yìí láti ṣọ́ra fún pípa ọlọ́pàá àti bíba dúkìá àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ elétò ààbò jẹ́ nípìnlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan nínú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn olùkọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga fásitì ìlú Ìbàdàn ti múra láti ṣe ìsìndúpẹ́ lọ́nà àti fi bọlá fún gíwá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Ìdòwú Ọláyínká pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń kógbá wọlé. Bákan náà làwọn aṣòfin ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga fásitì Ìbàdàn yóò ṣèpàdé pọ̀ lónìí láti yan ẹni tí yóò jẹ́ adelé gíwá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga náà. Lórí awuyewuye nípa ààyè ìtẹ́ka ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga Ládòkè Akíntọ́lá wà, ìpinnu gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé láti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí ṣíṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀ka náà ó ní ìfàsẹ́yìn ti dé bá báyìí o, pẹ̀lú bí Ṣọ̀ún ti ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Ọba Ọládùnní Oyèwùnmí ṣe tako ìgbésẹ̀ náà. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ń lo náà mọ̀nàmọ́ná lágbègbè Lálùpọ̀nmọ́ Ìwó ti wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ apínnáká ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lọ síwájú àjọ tó ń ṣe òǹdíwọ̀n náà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí nítorí bí iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ṣe ń ṣe mọ̀nàmọ́ná lágbègbè náà láti ọdún 8 sẹ́yìn. Ìwòran bàbá kérésì ọlọ́dọọdún iléeṣẹ́ pensioners 106.7 yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́la òde yìí níbi táwọn èwe yóò ti máa gba ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lọ́wọ́ bàbá kérésì láàrin aago 9 àárọ̀ sí aago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ láti ọjọ́ ajé di ọjọ́ ẹtì tí bàbá kérésì ó sì mọ 5 ìrọ̀lẹ́ pẹ̀lú Ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà péré. Alága ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Shooting Stars ti ìlú Ìbàdàn tó kógbá wọlé Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù Gbọ́lágadé Búsàrí ti dẹni àkọlẹ̀bò. Arígbámú ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kò ní jù báyìí lọ fún tọ̀sán tòní títí alẹ́ tí àwọn akẹgbẹ́ owó tún máa mú ìròyìn àṣálẹ́ wá sí etí ìgbọ̀yín. Florence Akíntọ́lá òun ló kó ìròyìn ọ̀hún jọ pẹ̀lú ìrànwọ́ Tóyọ̀sí Ọ̀ládélé. Táíwò Ibrahim ló mú wá sí etí ìgbọ̀yín. Ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ ń fẹ́ wa, àánú Ọlọ́run kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀ o.
Pensioners FM.
Alẹ́ pẹ́pẹ́.
Èkó jẹ́ ọgbẹ́jú gbẹ̀gẹ́ àti lóde Pensioners FM.
Alẹ́ lẹ́bà dilẹ̀, a ó fọmọ Yorùbá yọ̀ ní. Lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ ẹni, ó yẹ kó lùwà rẹ̀ ó ní ìsinmi. Ayé kì í yé ni nírú ìwé àgbà kì í yé ni gbàgbà ọ̀dàgbà. Àgbàlódé rédíò ohun òmìnira. Pensioners FM láyé ń gbọ́, Pensioners FM tiwa ni. Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Pensioners FM ti dé.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Wà polówó ọjà kéré òde.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
106.7 òde.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Àgbárígo lónírèké Ìbàdàn.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Gbogbo Sàràkí èèyàn ló ń gbọ́.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Ayé kúrò lálẹ́ òwìlẹ̀.
Pensioners FM tiwa ni.
Pensioners FM. This is Africa's model.
Looking for that we know we be master. Information, education. Now we get to make it era. Enter the place, we set the pace, so you come follow him.